after a car drove into a crowd that was outside of that area. Again, this was earlier on this morning as a vehicle rammed into a crowd of people waiting to enter a nightclub along a busy boulevard in LA, injuring 30 people and leaving bystanders there to apparently attack the driver. That's according to authorities. The driver was later found to have been shot, according to LA police, who are searching for a suspected gunman who apparently fled that scene. Now, it was not immediately clear if the driver had been shot before or after the crash or why he drove into the crowd. That's according to an LAPD spokesperson speaking there with the Associated Press. 23 victims were transported to local hospitals and trauma centers, according to police, and at least 3 were listed in critical condition after being injured along Santa Monica Boulevard in East Hollywood. Fire Captain Adam Van Gerpen said that a line of people, the majority of them female, were waiting to enter a nightclub when they were struck by a Nissan Versa that you see right there on your screen that also hit a taco truck and a valet stand. This is actually video as that vehicle was removed from the scene. Van Gerpen said, quote, "They were all standing in line going into a nightclub. There was a taco cart out there, so they were getting some food, waiting to go in, and there's also a valet line there. The valet podium was taken out, the taco truck was taken out, and then a large number of people were impacted by the vehicle," end quote. People inside the club came out to help in the minutes before emergency crews arrived. That's according to Van Gerpen, who said that they were just there to help the victims at that point. The driver, whose gunshot wound was found by paramedics, taken to a local hospital, but police did not identify him. The shooter described as a man in a blue jersey with a silver revolver. Now, police have not released any more information about that gunman and haven't released a picture or anything of that nature. That is possible that it could be released later if those cameras to capture any kind of image of the shooter. Now, Van Gerpen said, quote, "This is under police investigation. This will be a large investigation. APD." Club Vermont Hollywood was hosting a reggae hip class of LA, saying, quote, "This is a heartbreaking tragedy. I want to thank the more than FD and LAP personnel who responded to the scene to help. The hearts of all Angelinos are with East Hollywood this morning and those impacted. A full investigation will be conducted into what happened." It is possible that Mayor Bass could hold a news conference as well. Either way, if we see anything like that pop up, you will be the first to know, and we'll make sure to bring that to you in full here on Live Now from Fox. But again, we do now know, according to officials, that the driver who crashed into that crowd was both shot and attacked by the crowd. A lot left to figure out, though, as this is an active investigation.
Tonight. looking for one man in Albertville and then ended up arresting more. Thank you for watching tonight. I'm Margot Gray. So deputies, along with Homeland Security agents, executed a search warrant at the Ching restaurant for this man right here, Xu Feng, a wanted Chinese national out of New York. But then they found 6 more employees who they say are here illegally. WAFF 48's Nick Ballinger joins me now in studio. Nick, Feng was wanted out of New York for a felony fraud case.
He was, Margot. The Marshall County Sheriff tells me Feng was part of an illegal operation in New York that would help other undocumented Chinese immigrants get a driver's license. He says the operation this morning was not a workplace raid. He tells me when they execute a search warrant for one person, anyone else inside the building is, quote, fair game. An Albertville restaurant is short-staffed after 7 of its employees were placed into ICE custody. Marshall County Sheriff Phil Sims wants Friday morning's arrest to send one message.
If you're going to be around and hang out with people who are breaking the law, whether they're here legally or not, and then we encounter you and determine that you are here illegally, then you're fair game.
Marshall County, along with members of a Homeland Security Task Force, ICE agents executed an arrest warrant at the Chowking on Highway 431. Deputies found this man, Xu Feng, an undocumented Chinese national. Feng had an active felony fraud warrant out of work for allegedly being a part of a criminal operation to help other undocumented Chinese immigrants obtain driver's licenses illegally.
With the move that's going on in our area and the immigration problem, you're going to see a good cooperation between your local law enforcement and our federal partner.
Homeland Security officials then found 6 more employees who they say are also undocumented, 3 from Mexico and 3 from Guatemala.
This was not a workplace raid. I'm going to make that clear. This was not a workplace raid.
Sims and ICE officials tell me when they're executing a warrant on a suspected undocumented individual, they have the right to check anyone's legal status in the building. All 7 are being placed in ICE custody and are being taken to the ICE detention facility in Etowah County. I'm also told the owner of the restaurant isn't facing any charges at this time. Margot?
All right, thank you, Nick. The man at the
Border Patrol agents were present at a Home Depot parking lot on Florin Road. Fox 40's Chloe Curtis is live in South Sacramento this morning. So, Chloe, have you heard of any additional information when it comes to arrests or people that may have potentially been detained?
Bianca, we know that just before 8 this morning, the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office got a call about armed masked men in the parking lot here at the Home Depot. When deputies got here, they were almost immediately waved down by a woman in the parking lot saying that her husband had been taken by those men, later confirmed to be Border Patrol agents. Now, take a look at this video obtained by Fox 40 of the confrontation between that man and Border Patrol agents. Initially, the Sheriff's Office confirmed ICE was in the parking lot today. Since our last report, officials confirmed it was actually Border Patrol agents that were present here. The woman in the pink top is Andrea, the wife of the man on the ground. Andrea says her husband called her after seeing several armed and masked men in the parking lot. And when she got to the Home Depot parking lot, she says she tried asking the agents what they were doing and why they were taking her husband. We spoke her everything unfolded. Take a listen to what she had to say.
This is his work truck behind you. He was here to pick up work material for a job. And all they said that they saw him do was pull out his phone to record. That's all he did to record. Here he's already being chased down with all of these guys behind him in masks. And identifying themselves. They're not telling me with him where he's going. This is wrong. It could happen to anyone. It's not about legal or illegal at this point. It doesn't matter. It's how you look or what you do. He was born in Sacramento. My husband should not be in California. Sorry. My husband should not be in custody with the Border Patrol or ICE. He just shouldn't.
Andrea says she is still trying to figure out exactly where her husband is and what's next. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office tells me while its deputies responded to the initial call about armed masked men in the parking lot here, its deputies did not assist Border Patrol agents in any way today. Now, of course, there are still a lot of questions, not just for Andrea, of course, but for the community as a whole about what exactly unfolded here today. Fox 40 will be following the story throughout the afternoon, and we'll have more coverage for you later this evening. Reporting live in Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Chloe Curtis, Fox 40 News.
In the sanctuary city,
and really desperate for answers after his mysterious disappearance. Authorities believe the Rancho Cucamonga man might have been kidnapped, and now the family a $250,000 reward in the case. Missing for months, a 74-year-old Rancho Cucamonga man gone, his bank accounts drained of more than $1 million.
We're really sad about the whole thing. It's just a terrible experience. I really just want to find my dad.
Wen Ho lives in Las Vegas, and he talked with me about the mysterious disappearance of his dad, Nai Ping Ho, who he last saw after a fun trip in San Pedro in March.
We caught a lot of fish. His friends were there too. He was very happy.
But a few weeks later, Ho noticed his dad's text messages were out of character. He now believes someone else was using his dad's cell phone.
He's tired. He'll call me later. Kind of just reasons that are a little bit strange. He has very short responses, doesn't share photos anymore over the course of a couple weeks.
When friends visited Ho's Rancho Cucamonga house in May, they found it had been emptied, renovated, the interior repainted, and there was no sign of the 74-year-old. Then they checked Nai Ping Ho's bank accounts.
The money was also gone. We later were able to track the financial transactions. More than $1 million has left his bank account to purchase online, physical gold online.
The family believes Ho was kidnapped. They've created a website for tips on the case, offering a $250,000 reward. The Snow Sheriff's Department is investigating, but so far there's been no ransom demand and no sign of the money or Nai Ping Ho.
My dad is sort of kind of like the guide to my life, for a very long time, and he still does. So I really miss him.
Again, the family gather anonymous tips, and you can find a link to that on our website, ktla.com.
an apparently completely performative show of force in MacArthur Park. Not because of any criminal activity. They're into that kind of display of force. To the contrary, it was done cruelly at a time of day when the only activity going on in MacArthur Park was a summer camp for kids. And that's what the display was about. Immigrants are our family members. They are our neighbors, our co-workers, our classmates, our colleagues. The scale of these raids and the tactics that are being used are not a response to any threat level. Local law enforcement for this kind of force would require a showing of real threat. That's not what's happening here. This seems to be designed to be aggressive, to instill fear, not responsive to respond to a threat. So we are here today because of the tactics and the disproportionate force being used by the federal government in our communities. We stand as one community. These unconstitutional roundups and cannot be allowed to continue. They cannot become the new normal. This cannot become routine. To send militarized troops into our streets without reasonable suspicion, without probable cause to round people up and take them away. As Los Angeles City Attorney, I lead one of the nation's largest municipal law offices. I am the first Latina in this role, and so this issue, it's particularly close to home for me. Mi corazón en este tiempo está y resta y se queda con mi pueblo y con toda comunidad inmigrante. My heart goes out to my people and to every immigrant community across our city. These federal operations have already damaged the trust between law enforcement and our communities, our residents. We have every tool available in my office to fight back. We have filed amicus briefs in the Attorney General suit up north. We have supported the government's request for a temporary restraining order there, and we have moved to intervene in the ACLU public council down here. We intervened in a lawsuit called Vasquez Perdomo versus Noem regarding 5 individuals and 3 immigrant representation membership organizations asserting the violation of rights under the 4th and 5th Amendment. We as jurisdiction not only support our residents in stopping these unconstitutional practices, but we in effect own rights under the 10th Amendment and as jurisdictions that have ultimately local control over our police powers. We all owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Munger, Tolles, and Olin, especially Dan Levin, John Schwab, and Martina Estrada for representing us so well and for the public good. I do want to close by thanking members of my team because you don't do this alone. So from my Chief Deputy, Valerie Flores, to my Municipal Branch Chief, Mike Dundas, Public Rights Chief, Michael Bostrom, and Deputy City Attorneys Randall Summer, Ria Cousineau, and Subra Chief Puri, to
such time as I may consume.
Gentlewoman recognized.
Crypto week has been going well, hasn't it? Mr. Speaker, that's because bailing out billionaires is hard work. I look at Republicans worked to strip health care for 3 million Americans, shutter rural hospitals, and take food assistance from 12 million people just to hand the richest 1% of Americans a tax break they don't need. No one should be surprised that Republicans' next order of business is a $1 billion handout to the president himself. In just 6 months, President Trump has enriched himself and his family to the tune of $1.2 billion, and that's just the beginning. President Trump used crypto a scam in 2021. Trump said, and I quote, "Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam." I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar, end quote. Melania was actually first to get involved in the crypto. Has been going so well, hasn't it? Mr. Speaker, of Americans a tax break they don't want should be surprised. That the Republicans' next order of business is a $1 billion handout to the president himself. And just enriched himself and his family to the tune of $1.2 billion, competing a dollar, end quote. Melania was actually first to get involved in the crypto ecosystem. In January 2022, she announced an auction of her knowledge suit. In December, Trump 2022 launching his own, ditching his concerns about crypto because he saw it as a way to pad his pockets. Now, during the campaign trail, Trump ramped up his crypto investment. In September 2024, he and his family launched World Liberty Financial, a crypto trading platform. So days before the election, Trump launched his meme coin, which he later used to offer access to the White House to the highest bidder, foreign or domestic. But his empire hasn't stopped there. World Liberty Financial launched a stablecoin
a little history made here at KCAL today.
That's right, a special announcement. Rego, the chairman of the Television Academy, for our own Jim Hill. Take a look.
I wanted to come in person to share some really great news with you. You've been an icon in this industry for many years, but specifically in Los Angeles. I'm a born and raised Angelino, so I grew up watching you, watching the sports highlights with my dad. It was an incredible honor to tell you that you've been selected to receive the Los Angeles Area Emmys Governor's Award this year. And I want to just kind of tell you about a little bit about it because it's really special. I want to read it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is this April 1st? No. There's a saying.
Yeah.
There's a saying. They got me. Yeah.
Well, Jim will receive the LA area, as you just heard, this month.
It was a special day here today. And of course, what an awesome honor for him.
And
around the West Coast, all the way down.
This is get the real tan over here, George.
Dallas Rains is celebrating a major milestone, and right now, around this time, Dallas would normally have one last look at your AccuWeather forecast, but we have something special to share today.
Dallas is celebrating 40 years of forecasting here at KABC, and to honor that incredible achievement, we have some surprises and special messages to share. First, though, Rob Hayes kicks things off.
Los Angeles, 1984. Sure, a few athletes swung into town and made a big splash, but slipping in under the radar that year was a sprightly young man with a head full of hair.
All the reporting stations tonight have clear skies.
And a gold medal tan.
This is get the real tan over here, George.
A man with a name hewn from the heavens.
When it rains, it rains.
Dallas Rains, Channel 7's 007, our secret weapon that has once again achieved a monumental milestone.
40 years.
That's right, 40 years forecasting the weather at ABC7. Some might even say more than forecast.
He controls the weather. The day that I got married to my beautiful wife, Molly, it looked like there was going to be a thunderstorm, and it was an outdoor wedding. We're out in Ojai, and I called Dallas and I said, Dallas, please, is there anything you can do? And Dallas went outside on his front lawn. He was not dressed, by the way. He walked outside, he looked up at the sky, and he shouted at the thunderclouds. He said, go away, I beseech thee. And the sky cleared. We had a beautiful wedding, thanks to the power of Mr. Dallas Rains.
One more time, Dallas, please do it again.
And about those forecasts, over the past 40 years, we've gone through a lot of branding.
Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD.
But it seems pretty obvious. The simplest and best name
At 11.
At 11.
At 11.
is the Dallas Rains four-knuckle forecast.
We all got to learn to do that then, I guess.
Not to lessen, of course, the whirl, the swing, or the crouch, which together make up 40 years of weather wall Pilates.
40 years with KABC. Dallas Rains, you are a legend.
Dallas Rains? 40 years? Who does that?
I'll tell you who does that. A guy who's actually become one with the weather.
You are Los Angeles weather. You're mostly sunny and sometimes a little windy.
Sometimes too windy.
Oh, it's coming on the witch's brow.
Dallas all too eager to chase a tornado and equally eager to run from one.
Oh, we gotta go.
Another reason he's lasted 4 decades here in LA. Also able to shift from a West Coast forecast to a West Coast offense.
Go. There it is, a smooth turn. There's the pitch. Yes!
You are really just a ray of sunshine and a big bright spot in my life.
Let the clouds move, the sun shine, and bring the joy that you always deserve.
Unique, incredibly talented, knowledgeable, amazing guy that he is, and one of one.
And one, the big one, seems to like his way.
All right. I'm ready to go to Dina. All right, Dina.
It's Deanna.
Oh,
Deanna. Hi, Deanna. Hi. Okay, Trey is guest hosting tonight. Go ahead, Trey. I'm gonna let you take it away.
What's up, Deanna? How you doing?
I am great.
You look good. Where you from?
I'm originally from Memphis, but right now I'm in Virginia.
VA. VA representing tonight. How old are you, Deanna?
I'm 35.
35.
Yeah.
All right, you have any kids?
I do. I have two.
2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been married?
Yes, I have. One time.
One time.
Legally.
How old are
your
your
2 kids? My kids are. Sorry. They're 13 and 14.
Both by the same man?
Yes, my husband, my ex-husband. Yes.
And when did y'all get divorced?
Over a decade.
Oh, okay, a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a trainer at Caduant.
A trainer?
Yeah, like a call center trainer.
Okay.
Call rep.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yeah. I didn't even think you were gonna pick me. I've been trying to get on Instagram all night.
Well, today is your day. So look, we got Deanna. She's from VA. She's 35, 2 kids that are 13 and 14 years old. She's been married. She's a trainer for a call center, and she is a Capricorn. Deanna, what kind of man are you looking for, baby?
Just someone who's honest, loyal. I am looking for friendship. Everything you can completely ask for a Southern charm man, honestly. Like, I'm pretty open. I don't really have a type.
What are the biggest deal breakers?
Men who are still like with their baby mamas on the low. I'm gonna say men who don't have a job. Because I'm very independent and I really don't know. Like, I am a little picky, but I'm not picky, honestly.
That was my next question. Does he have to look a certain type of way?
Okay, so I'm 5', I'm really short. I'm thick.
You're 5'?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do Kendrick Cam. I honestly really was not gonna be on. I didn't think you were gonna pick me, so I really didn't put on anything. But I am 5 even. I'm sure.
Let me see. You spoke of the Kendrick Cam. Let's see you.
Yeah,
Let's go to Kendrick Cam now. Okay.
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 Oh.
Wait, girl. Wait.
That's how you walk. Okay.
Why don't you got no pants on?
I have on short in my house.
This is you have on. Wait, girl. Wait.
That's how you walk. Okay.
And this is my house.
This is you have on those with shorts.
Yes.
Panties.
No, I have thongs on, and then I have my shorts on.
Okay.
Friday, Kendra, don't do that.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. It might be Friday, but when you call me, you are no longer in your house. You are around the world. So you
well, the
in
word
house.
confidence.
So. Okay. This is what it is. This is how we get in the house.
Yes.
Show us again.
Wait,
do it again.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You want to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's see it, girl. Let's see it, girl.
Turn around, do a 360. Okay.
Okay, honey, we got you, boo.
Okay.
So we wasn't even on that part yet. So look a certain way. Do the guy gotta make a certain amount of money?
He definitely, like the last guest, have to make some money. I really take care of myself and my kids, like, someone to take the load off a little bit. Like,
so how much money should he make?
I really don't have a range. You
Okay.
know? I don't have a range, honestly.
Okay, no range.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Deanna, we're gonna ask you. You don't have to answer, but when's the last time you had sex?
Ooh. I don't know.
Over a year, months?
Yeah, let's just say over a year.
Over a year. Okay, what about when was your last relationship?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know the flaws?
All right. What are 3 flaws that you got to work on, Deanna?
Okay. I have to work on probably my attitude, okay? Because I'm a little picky and I have a very slick mouth. I'm sorry, but I do. I think I will want to work on probably my lifestyle, maybe. Like maybe if I could be more, I have so many goals, but I need someone to help me focus on them. Like I feel like, as with a companion, you kind of make me grow. You kind of make me want to do what I need to do, even though that I'm doing it. It's always nice to have that validation. So, I feel like maybe that, and I don't know. I don't feel like I have flaws. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but
What were the 2 flaws you said?
so the 2 flaws was like kind of like work on, procrastination. Let's say that because I procrastinate. And my attitude so far. I have 2 so far that I can kind of call out.
And that's it. No more flaws.
Well, I kind of definitely want to get in more.
Testing. Testing. Damn. Testing. Damn. Testing. Y'all mean to tell me I've had this on this whole time? Can't nobody hear me on my stream. This is crazy.